coming down. Look how small that. Look at how much less muscle there is. Over here, look at all this muscle. That's such a huge difference. So now you totally know left from right. And these strings that are hanging down are called chordae tendonae. They're like parachute strings, and they're holding down the tri and the bicuspid. This is the bi. And the muscle that holds the bottom of it, so this one fell off, but this was here, right? That's called the papillary muscle. So it's the muscle that holds down those little strings, heart strings, okay? You actually, I'm gonna come in. You might actually have something that nobody else has. I'm gonna have you hold, because I only have one glove on. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a book because it's hard to see. We've got something in there that's hard to see. It's called the moderator band.
Can you guys repeat what she said over here? This is the tricuspid valve. So these strings are the tricuspid valve. And then this is the right side because the muscle is smaller.
You can move any of that stuff over there.
Try not to, get injured. Okay. So, and I'm gonna hold it up because there's a lot of our friends here. So you've got your layers, right? Endo is the shiny. Myo, if it points to a layer on the outside, that's the epi. So that's all you have. Those are the layers that you have here. That's it. And then you have your papillary muscles that are holding down the strings, okay? Papillary muscle holds it down, and those strings are called chordae tendonae. I've got both valves here, both of these valves. This is in the right ventricle, okay, going to the right ventricle, so this has to be the tricuspid. This one has to be the bicuspid. Just because as soon as I find left ventricle, I'm okay. And your dissection items are gonna be something really easy. It's not gonna be hard, like on the models. So you just wanna hey, let me find the chamber. The septum is here. Your dissection will be a little better than this, but this is the interventricular septum. It's just a weird angle. The other thing I can see is you actually have another valve up here. I don't know if you can see it, but that is a valve right there that's hanging down. It's one of the, so it's probably your pulmonary semilunar valve. And so we can probably, that's aorta. So sometimes it's a little tricky to tell because, there's aorta. Okay, you've got both valves right here. So this makes it tricky. You have one valve that's pulmonary and one valve that's aortic semilunar, and they're right next to each other. So if you see something that's way up top, anterior, and it looks like a tiny little flap, and it says name this valve, it's a valve, and you know it's not one of these big ones. So, and it probably will be like, name the type of valve, and you would just say semilunar. So you don't have to say if it's aortic or pulmonary. You're giving the, semilunar is like the group of, those two group of valves that you wouldn't have to do which one, because you can't really tell. Does that make sense?
Without sticking.
You won't be able to, and you won't be able to stick your finger in it. I wanted to just show you something because you have it, and I didn't see anybody else have it. Okay. See if it's on this side too. And you'll have to stick your finger in it. It's called the moderator band. It's in the right ventricle. Yeah, you have to stick your finger in it. There's a little band of nervous system in the right ventricle that comes down. Remember we were talking about the SA node and the AV node? It's the electrical system. It comes down the middle, the septum, right? So the AV node fires, it comes down here and it goes right into the right ventricle, and it goes a little faster than everything else, and it allows that ventricle, those ventricles to start contracting really soon. So your moderator band is nervous system, you can think about it, and it gives it just a little shortcut. So more likely you'd be asked it on, you won't be asked, you'd have to stick your finger in here, so you'd be more likely to ask in on a model, but it's in the right ventricle, and it's only on like 2 of our models, so I would find it, but it's cool. And then your blood vessels you know, you probably only would be asked like the aortic, like the arch. That's probably the only one. If it was on like the vena cava, it might be like, so you'd have something sticking and it would be sticking straight up and down. You know, they'd put it in there and it would stick up straight up and down wherever it is. You've got a lot of nice, good blood vessels. So it'd be sticking straight up and down. And it would say, this blood vessel's blue, and it would be the vena cava. So use the hints if it's a blood vessel, because it'll say it's blue or red. So then you'll know. But the pulmonary veins and pulmonary arteries are not tested on the dissection.
Just the aorta.
The aorta and the vena cava. And again, just look for the hint. If it's blue, it's vena cava. I think that's pretty good. If there's anything else we can figure out, we will. But I think we should just bag these up and we'll put it in our box. And you can always come back and look at it, because there will probably be 3 hearts on the lab exam. So 9 questions, layer and nice structures. It'll be good. Good? Okay, so we'll bag it up.